Hi everyone, I'm David Brown of Trogan Vaughan Gun Dogs, and I'm joined here by Chester, a 6-year-old English Springer Spaniel who I've won a few working test and field trial awards with. When people ask me about training their dog, I think there's 3 key things to consider. The first one is breeding, because that really determines their character, their level of drive, their biddability and that sort of thing. Secondly is the training. Does the dog understand what's needed? The third thing, of course, is relationship and communication with the dog, as you can see here, Chester. So if we talk about breeding, dogs from show lines are typically picked on the way they look, how they fit the breed standard and so on. My dogs are all working gun dogs, and it's all about form, fitness, drive, responsiveness, that sort of thing. All dogs are intelligent, all dogs can be trained, but it's really important to understand the dog's character. Some are stubborn, some are biddable, some need encouragement, others are more dominant. Sit. And none of them are perfect, as you can see. Anyway, this will affect how you interact with them and how you get the best out of them. You've got to adapt to the dog's character. Secondly, training. There's 2 points here. The first thing to say is training is like a ladder. You always start on the bottom rung. Make sure you've got a firm footing before you move from one step to the next step. And the third thing is don't miss out any rungs. If you do any of those things wrong, you will slip, you will fall. So it's really important to do it correctly. The second thing to say is that diagnosis is key, because the solution will be different depending on what the exact problem is. Is it the training? In other words, does the dog understand what the dog needs to do? Or is it a case of they actually know it, but they're choosing not to? And if it's that, then it's all about the relationship. So if we talk about relationships and communication, look, dogs are pack animals. You just have to see a group of them together. And it's really important for us to form a partnership with our dogs. I know a lot of people like to call them fur babies, but they really aren't. It's important that we treat them like dogs, and we communicate with them in a language that they understand and they understand well. They do need a pack leader, they do need structure, and if you give that to them, they'll follow you and work with you. If you don't do that, guess what? The dog will step in and take that role of pack leader, which is really not an ideal situation. I have to say my dogs are well trained. They're highly trained gun dogs, but they're not perfect. They're animals, not machines, so it's never going to be perfect. They're all different, like our kids, I guess. And when I train them each in a way that will suit that individual, just to get the best out of them. If you've got a gun dog, it doesn't matter if it's a spaniel, a retriever, one of the HPR breeds, or perhaps you've got a gun dog cross. There are a lot of cockapoos around, labradoodles. These are gun dog crosses. If you've got a problem with them, I can perhaps help you understand it, perhaps help give you things to work on, and help you get the dog and its training really to where you'd like it to be. Please do get in touch. The word Trogan Vaughan, our kennel name, means faithful companion, and I'm sure that's what we all want. Anyway, look, please subscribe, like, follow, all those good things. I hope to see you on the next video, or perhaps in person. Thank you very much for listening.